Hello everyone, my name is Angela Zabel. I am a teacher, coach, and medium. And today I would like to talk about the signs you may be a martyr. First off, we have to go through what is a martyr. A martyr is someone who will give up their life or suffer for a cause, be it religious or personal, so their own belief. But then there's another aspect of being a martyr called going into martyrdom, which is the time when you will give up your choices for others and forego what you really want to do or accomplish or achieve, and putting others people's needs first. Now, let's go through a little bit. Sometimes it may be really hard for you to say no when there's something you really don't want to do. That's one aspect of martyrdom. And there's times when you're going to say yes, of course, when you have someone there's a friend, a family member, a coworker who really needs help or needs something right away. It's an emergency type of situation, or just need you to be there. Of course, you're doing that out of love, and that's different. But when there is a time where people are continually asking you for things that are not an emergency situation, but are taking away from your time and your choices that you wanted to do that day, that's where the problem lies. And if you see yourself as always trying to be that mediator, to keep everyone happy, to not have people get angry, to do whatever you can to smooth out any issues in a family, friends, coworkers, that's martyrdom. So you're giving up your choices and foregoing what you really want to do or really want to say for someone else. So I know some of you are kind of looking at this like, that's a kind of fine line. And it can be when you first start looking at it, when you first start examining it. But after a while, when you start recognizing the patterns in your life on doing martyrdom activities, then it becomes a little more clear. Because one of the things you want to watch for is it always feels like you're supposed to give to others all the time. What do we always hear? Think of others first. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But that means doing something for them first, usually, correct? So think about that. If you're always giving up to others in certain aspects of your life, it starts making you feel less than. So let's go into self-worth. How can you feel like you're worth it, like you're equal to everyone else, when you're not putting yourself on an equal plane? So if someone makes a decision, you're not really happy with it, but you go along with it, keeping the peace, that's fine. But you continue to do that, that's not fine. And other times, if you're willing to let them do this time, then say, we'll do it this time, but next time, we're going to do this because this is what I want to do. And that's putting yourself on an equal playing field with others. As people who go into martyrdom, I've been there. I'm fully on board with it. I haven't done it in all aspects of my life, but other aspects I have. I remember telling my children when they were young that when they went over to a friend's house to do what the friend wanted to do, because you were a guest in their house. And then when their friends came here, I told them to do what their friend wanted to do, because they were a guest in our house. So looking at that, I basically told my children that no matter what, you do what someone else wants to do, forego your choices and your opinions, because that's the nice thing to do. That's the correct thing to do. But all that caused was a child saying, when do I get to make a choice, Mom? When do I get to choose what I want to do? When do I get to say what I want to do? And that kind of gave me an aha moment of, you're right. It should be an equal balance when you go to someone's house or they come here. And it's also the same when you're dealing with friendships, coworkers, and family members. It should be equal. And I realized in that moment that I had been teaching my children to give up their choices for others and to always think of others first. And it spills over because then people feel like they have no self-worth, because if I can't make a decision, that means other people's decisions have more meaning than mine. And that's where we really need to start examining what we're looking at, what we're talking about, how we're talking, and how we're interacting with people. So, trying to bring your life back into balance, not giving all your choices to others and being equal to them, will boost your self-confidence and boost your self-esteem. Because honestly, when we're doing that constantly, there's a lot of times people go into depression because of lack of self-worth. So think about that. It seems like a small thing, but it goes much deeper. And I'm hoping you take time today to examine some things in your life and realize, find the spots where you have been doing martyrdom and ask yourself why. Why did you put yourself last? Because a lot of people put themselves last above all other people. Their choices, their wants, their needs. And you are just as equal to everyone else. So please remember that. And with that, I am also going to be doing a class on martyrdom, examining where the feelings came from. Where are you being a martyr in your life? Are there other aspects of your life that you've never even looked at and never realized that you were being a martyr? And what does that cause us? How does that affect us emotionally in this life now by doing the martyrdom? So those are some of the things we'll be examining in my class on martyrdom. And then we'll be going through on how to deal with the changes as you become equal to others and feeling yourself gaining some ground, and how to bring aspects into your life to use on an everyday aspect, so you can recognize when you start stepping into that martyrdom again, because they're patterns we're so used to being in that now we have to recognize them to break them. And with that, I hope all of you will like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And also, I am on Facebook and Instagram, usually 4 to 5 times a week. You can follow me there. And I have my website at www.angelazabel.com. There's some frequently asked questions in there. There's a lot of different things I kind of went through to try to explain some of the things people may be asking about. So check that out. And with that, I hope all of you have an amazing day. Thank you.